Hey, look at that. We're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of City Skylines. I am Time Dog, and welcome back to East Atlantis. And it looks like when we logged off, there had been a bit of a death wave. Now, I vaguely remember that having something to do with traffic that we were working on clearing up in some of the denser parts of the city. I think we had a bit of a gridlock. So it may just be that the vehicles need to get where they're going, but I also think that part of that could be due to our healthcare. Yeah, I don't think we even have a single children's health center. I mean, I hope it's not children that are dying. Elder care, we've got one covering most of there. That's pretty good. We don't have one here yet. I think we have a few saunas. Crematories and cemeteries seem to be entirely available, so it's just a matter of them getting where they need to go. Yo, what's going on, noob? Welcome back. How are you doing today? How was your weekend? I don't love these people parking here. Great. Hey, we love to hear that. That's awesome. What's going on with these guys? They're just waiting to find their lane. Oh, I see what's happening here. I think it's a speed limit thing. 180, 190. Alright, so let's give you 100 right there. So let them zoom on in. That might actually help it. It also seems like they're just using this circle wrong. Hold on, it was shift. What's this one? Shift. Go. I think this needs to be a 3-lane. I think that's the secret. I'll leave that as a 2. There we go. See how that does. They should give them more ability to kind of go straight through, and then I need to use this again just to make sure. I almost feel like I want 2 of these lanes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Although I might need to keep that as a both lane, now that I think about it. Because these guys are only going to have so much. Although it did seem like he was able to scooch over. Yeah, we'll see. I think to help that, we could just have them right here. Control S and just go straight. So that way they choose lanes when they come in. Big traffic jam right here. What's happening with that? Can't say I'm surprised. This was a nightmare waiting to happen, to be honest. Let's just stop pedestrians there for right now. That generally helps ease it up at least a bit. Like long term, I think it creates a worse problem because it creates fewer pedestrians. Because obviously they have less accessibility. Yeah, these guys need another connection like here. Oh, look how busy that is already. Well, I think this will take some of that heat off. So let's try that. I feel like this needs to be, at the very least, a asymmetrical road. Going the wrong way. And then let's zone some more residential right there. We have more demand for commercial and industrial, but to be honest, we really just want to deal with all these deaths. It's not okay. We need more money though. All right, what would be an efficient way to get? I guess if I continued this, I could have a shopping district. We gotta turn the clock. It's a little too late. Let's use a nice road, and honestly, let's make it kind of big. Like medium road. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. And then let's upgrade these guys. Just make it a little nicer. Like how many freaking people live here now, you know? It shouldn't be dirt roads. That's probably contributing to the mess. Also, we might want a road maintenance depot. Where is he? Pedestrian roads. Here it is. Oh, I can afford it. Well, we are making a profit, so I should just keep it cranking a little bit. I would like to. Let's see, where should this connect? I think this goes down one more block, then connects. Yo, what's going on, Panda? How are you doing today? Welcome back. Let's just have that go out a little bit, because this is going to be actually maybe a pretty big road too. Well, I don't think we need two big roads parallel to each other. That's fine. Exam week? Oh boy. Good luck. What topics are you most concerned about? I'm just thinking. Did I say topic? I think I meant to say subject. Math and English. If they ask you to write a story. What's so hard about writing a story? Math I can understand. I mean, your English is fine. It's not like you need to worry about that. Like you've literally had no flaws in your English. Writing a story can be kind of tough, but you just got to remember the structure of a story. Oh, but it's just for a school assignment, so it can be about nothing. They don't really care about the subject matter. It's more about the actually just doing it. That's what I realized eventually, and it made school a little easier. Is like these assignments you can pour your heart and soul into, and it'll probably pay off, and they'll turn out really good. But a lot of times, as long as you just do it, it doesn't need to be like well, especially with English, it doesn't need to be like a super like personal thing. It can be, but you can also just kind of be like, yeah, I want to write a story about like a dog or something. Or you can one thing that might be nice for a story is like take one of your paintings or something, or maybe not your painting, but a painting or a picture that you really like, and write that, just kind of stare at it and kind of think about what story it tells you in your brain, and just write that as a story. You can just make it all up. Darth General Red Bull versus I don't know. Yeah, the hardest part is the first idea, I think. The topics they've been giving you to write on are very gruesome. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I tend to like the macabre and the gruesome and whatnot, but that's definitely not a all persons kind of thing. Um, let's see. Like that's kind of weird that they would give that as an assignment. Yeah. So what are some of the topics that they gave you? Well, I assume you can choose your own topic. Those topics are probably just like idea ones in case you can't come up with anything. But if you just go rogue, I don't think that they're going to penalize you. Yo, what's going on, Unplayable Plays? How you doing? Welcome back. You have to pick between two or more. Oh, okay. We need water. Yeah, they are. You can't pick what they give. I mean, I assume you can just probably, if you don't like their topics, you could just do your own topic. And if the teacher asks you about it, be like, yeah, I didn't like your topics. What are they going to do? As long as you met the quality of the assignment every other way, it's probably still fine. I've never run into an issue doing that. They're just happy to have something coherent to read. Like they care more about like sentence structure and how to set up like a narrative. Like, you know, if you want to tell a story about like an actual like a character, you might want to follow the hero's journey, like the heroic arc, where it's like a circle. Like from home, something bad happens. They go out into the world. They see some spooky stuff. They come out of from it different. They return home stronger, something like that. Um, the 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 Odyssey arc kind of thing. Yes, I think with more of these guys, we're gonna have more income. I don't want to zone this yet. That kind of scares me. But we needed more commercial, so I guess we're getting more commercial. But I really want to place down some of these health clinics. Let's check our budget. Or here, our power and our water. What's up with them? Water's chilling. Power, we could save a few bucks on. So let's save a couple bucks. Not too many. Power and water, I'm not going to touch. These guys seem okay. Garbage, I'm going to leave them to it. I'm sure they're fine. They can deduct marks and say you didn't follow instructions, but hopefully they don't. They usually just give a prompt like, you found a mysterious glowing orb in your yard. Write a story on that. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of like a... I think that prompt is just like a basic thing. It's like just to get you writing. Let's say instead of a glowing orb, you want to write, oh, I found like a scorpion in my yard, or I found I was in a temple and I found an alien spaceship. It's all the same thing, you know. Oh, me and the doggos, we're doing pretty good. They you know, they got to run around a bunch outside earlier. We had a nice lazy morning. I wasn't feeling too good, but I'm feeling better now. I'm like, I had breakfast and stuff, and I'm woken up. It's just been kind. It got kind of cold. Got kind of cold. Jeez. Let's see. What do we want here? I know I want to connect this somewhere very close. Maybe right here. I mean, this. I think that's too busy of an intersection. I think right here, exactly where those friends just started building. I don't like that. Let's not do that. Let's have you keep going. And then... Sure. Why's it gotta be that angle? Perfect. Beautiful. Amazing. Flawless. Those two being so close to each other is definitely not going to cause any issues. Yo, Theo came home today? Let's go. It seems like he comes home a couple times a week. Like, it sounds like he's there more often than not. Okay. Maybe not on that road yet. In the end, those will be houses. Do people not have power or anything? No, they're okay. Why are we losing so much money? Is it because we need a little bit more industry? I bet it is. Alright, we're using the poopy roads right now. Okay. And then maybe one of these. I don't think I fit one here. I mean, I could, but I don't think I do it. We set these guys up with a little bit of agua. Probably could have just done the middle one, but... You know, I should get the mod that just makes water pipes follow roads, because this is insane. Alright, and then we do a little bit of this. Bippity boppity, boopity boppity. You also found Socks sleeping on the car today. Oh, Theo's home today and disappeared before you left. These days he's been home for a bit, but leaves early. I mean, I think as long as he spends the night, I'd be happy. I don't want him sleeping out who knows where overnight. She left little paw prints all over. That's kind of cute. The best is when there's like snow and you get all the little paw prints everywhere. I got some there's some stray cats that live in my yard or my neighborhood. And yeah, in the winter, I'll find just little snow tracks, especially when I used to have a chicken coop. Just be little snow tracks. It's so cute. Yeah, you don't get snow there. Yeah, that's definitely a regional thing. I know, but ooh, look at the cat tracks. It could still work in like sand or dust or whatnot. But in snow's funny because you'll just see like it's like a landscape of just flat, like white nothing, and you're like, wait, there's definitely some tracks there. What is that? And you look and there's these tiny little cat paws just going across from one end of the horizon down to wherever. Okay, what's up with the? It looks like traffic's moving well, and they say our crematorium and cemeteries have room. Can we? I don't know. I don't know if I want to take it alone with this. Crack that loan. Hmm. Yeah, if we stack too many loans, we'll be kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. We took out the big one already. You might see mud paws. The only snow you get is fridge snow. Hey, I mean, mud paws are basically gonna become fossils one day in the future. I'm always happy to see my dogs make some little muddy paws in the yard. I just don't like when they come back in the house with them. Hmm. That seems like it's traveling pretty well. Here, this hearse. Where are you going? How many dead people can it hold? Owner, crematorium. Which one? This one right here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so they're making the rounds. It's just gonna be a little bit. We're making money. Got some industry there. A little bit right here. Yeah, these guys are chilling. Okay. Zone these bad boys. These guys are zones too. Hmm. We have a tiny bit of residential there. I think that's all we really need on this island. I don't think I really want to put much more commercial here. Unless I put one of those big commercial buildings, but I don't think that's what I want. That's sort of its own part of the world. Okay, what's happening with you guys? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, they're all going to the tunnel. This is all tunnel traffic. So what that tells me is that this needs to be 2 lanes. And then okay. And then you can only go to the right. Did I make anything today? I did not make anything today, but last night I made some chicken parmesan. So I made some new cutlets. One thing I've been doing with my chicken cutlets recently is I've been making them into what do you call it? Almost like schnitzel. So I've been tenderizing them basically. So I like a thin chicken cutlet already. So I'll kind of like cut it in half. Well, I'll cut like the side piece off, and then I'll cut the big chunk in half, and I'll lay them under some saran wrap and just kind of like beat the heck out of it. And then the real secret to like good breading is dry wet dry. So you got to go flour, egg wash, then if you want to do breadcrumbs, you'll do the breadcrumbs then, or you could do what do you call it? You could just do it after the egg, and it'll have like a very for the chicken marsala. That's what I did. It was an interesting texture. I like that, but I normally do the breadcrumbs because the Italian style are really good at just kind of throwing into a sandwich or something. Okay, so it seems like the entire highway wants to go this way, and so many of them want to go here. Maybe instead of this silliness, because it's a little silly, I'll be fair. The issue though is that I didn't have mozzarella cheese. I only had like cheddar cheese. I did have Parmesan, and I should have thought to use that. That would have worked really well. But yeah, I kind of baked it with the cheddar on top, and it was okay, but it kind of messed the flavor up a bit. But I have way more cutlets that I froze, so that's gonna be my dinner for dinner and lunch for today and probably the next couple days. I want to use this tool. Okay. Now, I hate it so much. It's incredible. Truly incredible amounts of hatred. Okay, and then I just need to do this right here. Alright, let's see how that does. It looks disgusting, I'll be fair. Ugh, it's fine. I think I need to do the thing with this. You, bada bing. Control S. Do I fry the skins? I don't normally fry the skins. I mean, because I don't normally get the skins. I probably should have, well, it does have like a thin membrane, so I could have done that. I just kind of left that on though and breaded it with it, 'cause it's normally gone. Definitely looks a bit off, but I care more about the functionality at this moment. Let's just see how this goes. I'll fix the looks in a minute. Hmm. Okay. That looks better on that side. What these people really want is another off-ramp over here. That's what they truly crave. And so I shall give them. I mean, it's perfect, right? Okay. That's gonna solve so many of those problems. It's gonna reduce the amount of people going up this way, because now they can just zip in. Although actually, it should be straight with this, because now everyone's gonna need to like make a right. But I think that giving them the choice immediately to go left or right there is gonna help. I think this is a good intersection to keep like that. Yeah, these are a lot of folks. Yeah, like they still can go that way if they're smart. Oh, this road doesn't go anywhere either. Hmm. I don't love it though. I don't love it. What are you? I mean, they already live under the highway, is what it is. I think it's the sound pollution that's killing these guys. It's making them sick. Well, let's see. So much of that is going down and into here. Okay, what if I did a little silly thing here and made this tunnel only for trucks, no regular cars. You can come out of the tunnel if you want. I think that's going to change things here. I think it's going to make a lot of them want to go up here instead. I don't want to have to add the slip lane right here. But I think these are all cargo. Not all of them. And I think this is taking a lot of the traffic off of it. This is a pretty big settlement to have one lane. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's disappearing pretty quick. The tunnel should be named Trucktown. Yeah, right. I feel like redhead fish, a reheated fish, goldfish. Yeah. Reheated fish tastes good. The fish skin is crunchy like chips. Ooh, yeah. You made stir-fried glass noodles. That sounds really good. Any protein with the glass noodles? Do you use chicken or fish or anything like that? Okay, this is it's a bad one. That's a bad one, but I think we solved it a bit with that. We should slowly dismantle this industrial district. We don't really want this here anymore. We want these guys to get more educated and less doing this. Okay. Less products, more services. Yeah, like as much as I'd love to add a little exit here to that, it's not gonna happen. Uh, I mean, these are just little businesses. They should be fine. But I guess they're not. I guess people are getting sick just from the noise. What are you? 3-lane with sound barrier. I need 2-lane with sound barrier. Internet's acting up. I'm gonna use beef. The name of the food, which is Japanese, it's glass noodles, onions, carrot. Oh, japchae. Is glass noodles, onions, carrots, mushrooms, any other veggies, and beef. Yeah, I would eat. I would absolutely demolish that. That sounds so good. Those are like all my favorite things. I love a good mushroom in soup, especially when you slice it real thin, like paper thin. The thing with mushrooms is their texture can be a bit much if you have like big chunks of them. Like they have a really amazing flavor, but they're just very strong. Oh gosh. What happened there? That looks terrible. Well, we'll need to fix that. Hmm. Internet skill issue. It's fine. Okay. It's pretty horrible. Don't get me wrong. I know it. Oh wait, some of them are going the wrong way there. Why would you make a left? You cannot do that. There we go. Alright, I think it's just clearing up. They're just all kind of confusing themselves. But I think with this as a little slip lane, it's really one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, but it does seem to be working. Okay. Hey, look at that. The whole clog going up the whole city is gone. We do have despawn turned off, correct? Currently hard mode. Yep. And it shows by all the corpses. We are not making any money though, so we have more demand for residential. People want to live in our neighborhoods full of corpses. That's fine. We will let them. Garbage demand is up. Budget. Yeah, let's crank up our biggest expense by a few percent. Power and water. We can still crank power down a good chunk. Why do we have so much power? Oh, that's too much. Is that from the, do you have a nuclear plant? No, it was really just the single oil plant? Did that much? Yeah, I guess so. Crazy. What do you, waste processing complex? Upkeep, 588 a week. Bye. I think it's more efficient to use the oil than the coal, so let's kind of tech that up. Read the coal, also coal. Where did we put the oil one? Here maybe? Oh, you know what? He's got to be here in the industrial area. Yeah, we got a whole bunch. Coal, 616 a week. It makes 31 megawatts. 2,000 a week, but it makes 94 megawatts. That doesn't make sense. Sounds like we need to produce some oil domestically. That's fine. We'll leave those active where they are. Yeah, you have no upkeep. We're hemorrhaging money because they want more places to shop, and we're running out of water. Fix that. Make like a U-turn. Yeah, it's a way into this city. Because they didn't really have, I mean, they had this down there and up, but now there's a more direct way. And they have their shortcut into there. And by having this be cargo only, I think was a smart move. Or like cargo and services. Alright, so, no, we're still hemorrhaging money. We really just need more zoning. I wish I could crank the taxes up. I don't. I'm pretty sure that the highest. This is the highest that we can do. Let me double check. Raising taxes causes unhappiness. I mean, that's how you make money, though. I think we might be able to squeak out 1 more %. I think 12 is allowed. Let's try it. We're getting a big demand for. I mean, if we try it and they all move out, we're kind of not looking too hot. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave it at 11. I feel like that's gonna destroy the city. Maybe you can make the roads have different heights so they can overlap. Ooh, you're so right. I definitely should do that. Yeah, I want to have like a. I kind of want that here. I want like how this has that. I want maybe another one somewhere over here. Dude, there's so many dead people. Is there not a morgue right, literally right here? Only 2 hearses in use. I assume because of our budget. Probably have medical turned down. Yeah, ironic. Yeah, so many people want to move in, but they just want to be ghosts. All right, we're cutting education and increasing healthcare. All right, they get 4 hearses now, and each of them gets that, so that might help, like significantly. All right, sweet. Yeah, I think that's the secret. Yeah, they're gonna be mad about not having education, but uh, that's gonna shake up to issues with staffing. But right now, staffing isn't nearly as important as being not dead. I'd love to put something in that area, but maybe like a park or something. We'll see. Cause we got look at the land value. This place is pretty stinky. Oh, look at that. When people aren't dying, they're loving life. Give them a couple extra bucks. Power and water both being issues. Power is the issue actually. So we must have just suddenly expanded as people started not dying. Should be fine. Water seems okay. We'll probably let's put in another pumping station. Seems like fresh water right here. Put it inside the monument or whatever, like the old fort. Doggo Park. Yeah, you're right. We should put a doggo park. Yeah, these people would love a dog park. They would go absolutely ballistic for a dog park. Alright, let's turn anarchy off so we can see what's actually going on. That's fine. Mm-hmm. these guys need a doggo park too. Can't build on water, makes sense. Dang it. All right, hey, things looking pretty good in the city right now. Could use more industrial A. Well, don't mind if I do. Although I think we did since we did discuss that we want more, we want some domestic oil production. We should probably figure that out. Hmm, it's a pretty busy intersection right there. This one isn't though. Beautiful. And then throw in a couple of these bad boys. Want to just hope that they have water? Yeah, they do. Nice. How do I feel about these ones that are like hanging over the highway? Kind of good actually. Although I probably won't put them on the slope. I think that would look weird. Maybe a line of really teeny tiny shops. Let's see those resources, baby. All hail the doggos. You got food now? Nice. What did you get? Okay, what do I, this is the spot. Looks like it should be its own exit, unfortunately. Or perhaps fortunately. I don't know. Depends on your perspective. What is unfortunate is that intersections are crazy expensive, right? 20K. I mean, we could do it, but this is gonna put us out. So we need to let's just stack up money for a while. And I know one thing I wanted to do were these healthcare clinics. We don't have the childcare anywhere. So let's improve life on this island. It's been so long since I've been here. I mean, that's pretty central. It's the greatest number of people I can do. And then here, you guys want one too. Yeah, this is all commercial, so it can go. But if I put it as close as possible to here, I get all of them and all of them, which is pretty good, but that's just a lot of little shops. I think right here is fine. Not enough money. Oh, we just suddenly lost money. I'll probably can place in the other one. let's see. We need to zone a little more. Quickest way to get more money is just zone a little extra. I want small, super nice houses right here. A hot dog. First most meals without sauce or very little. Try dipping fries in gravy. What do you define as gravy? Do you mean like brown gravy? Cause yeah, that stuff's so good. I'm a big sauce guy though. Some people call red sauce gravy, and I disagree with them on that. Oh, wasn't our highway a little ugly, a little borked up over here? It works, but it's not pretty, so let's fix that. It's still a little borked up, but there's not really much you can do to that. It's at least smooth. Because those guys are good. Damn, that needs to be that high, unfortunately. Can I go from here to here, please? No, because of that. Alright, well, what if I just move it and move this guy down? Because I think I can reasonably do that. That seems a lot better. As well as you. You could probably go down too. Well, you don't really want to go have too much of a downslope like that on a highway, and this curve up front right here is kind of freaking me out. As long as these guys yield, I'll shut my mouth. And this ugly thing seems like it's working pretty well. It's for trucks only, so it's fine. You guys need workers? Okay. Yeah, I'd like a bridge somewhere over here. Oh, we're gaining money. This city's kind of just pumping too, or this island, I guess I'd call it. I think we slowly upgrade these guys too into high density. Boop, boop. I'm thinking like the most walkable places. Oh, I did like that house. We'll leave these down here Main Street access, dude? Come on. Do I have names for the islands? You know, I haven't come up with names for the islands yet. Yeah, we kind of currently have 3. Doggo Land. Yes. Yeah, we should consider them each their own kind of thing, I suppose. The Land of Time Dog. Not too bad. I mean, this is all the Land of Time Dog, let's be fair. I think that this is definitely Panda Island. And then, yeah, these are just different zones. New Garden Estates. Let's just do one of these little sneakies. Noobtopia. It's the Time Dog era. The era of dog. Yeah, this is that specific little neighborhood. Honestly, it would be kind of cool to throw this one into. It's gonna cost us some money, but to make them like high-tech housing or something in this tiny little area. Raise the land value. I think we'll do that. This whole district's gonna be rebuilt, but it's not like a citywide rebuild. Noobtopia? Noobtopolis? I can do Noobtopolis. Noobtopolis. That's pretty good. I enjoy that one. Yeah, you know, even though people have to knock down their houses and build new ones, they're actually really enjoying the change. Curious. This space is gonna look pretty cool once that's done. Do we have any other little industrial specialization, commercial specialization, office specialization, residential specialization? Here it is. Self-sufficient buildings, that's what it was. Less electricity, less garbage, but less tax income. Yeah, whatever. They're the guys, right? You know, they're the guys. This is the housing that's sponsored by the local industries. You know, they need somewhere cheap for them to live. Although actually the less 30% less garbage is pretty crazy. I know it's 30% less tax income, but that's pretty nuts. The people there are the Noobtopians, the Noobtopolitans. You know, it looks like the death wave has been covered. You know, it's no longer such an issue, and the traffic is flowing. Income's slow and steady, but it is coming. I'm interested to see how these buildings look as they pop in, because they're going to be the self-sufficient and the fancy. It's like double self-sufficient. They're gonna need a nice park or a nice plaza. They aren't a noob, they can't stay there. A noob. No, I like these. Isn't there like a really small one? Not that one for sure. Yeah, I think this was the small one I was thinking of. What are you? Plaza of the Dead. Hmm. It's a bit ominous. Statue of Shopping. I'd really like if there was like a tiny one. Oh, this one would be cool. Although I feel like it's better off at like an actual touristy zone. Mm. Well, it looks like we need to work on something with power. What happened here? Budget. Let's crank that power up a little bit. After we spent so much time cranking it down. They crave more industry. Alright, nine households, that's not so bad. Let's see, you guys, yeah, you do have the smoking ban. You know, you're also getting the smoke detectors, because I'm not dealing with it. I think the industrial park has, yeah, smoke detectors. Yeah, they're just so liable to catch on fire. I'd like to crank our education back up again. How much do we owe in our loan? A lot. We're gonna want another bridge. Pretty close over here. So let's try that. American 6 lane. It doesn't need to be 6 lane. 2 lane. 4 lane. American 2 lane truss bridge. I like. Oh, I love this. Oh, there's like a half millimeter where it works. Yes. Oh, I just need to do this real quick. Yeah, let's lower that. It doesn't need to be quite so high. Okay, and then okay, 0 height. And then let's use our fancy tool. Here to here. That looks pretty good to me. And then what I'm going to do is actually upgrade these into normal roads on the ends. Look at that. Fabulous. Let's make sure we connect water over. So yeah, they're demanding more. I don't think we put, I think the dumbest thing we could do is put a road from here to there. I think we fan this out and at some point, like connect it somewhere like lower. Maybe even a midpoint over here. But I do feel like that's going to cause a lot of traffic. But we need more industry, so do what we must. Hmm. You have no idea what to talk about? You're good. Oh, you're fine. You know, it's you can just kind of chill and hang. I appreciate you keeping the chat alive though. You're the best, Panda. What do you what do you think we should build next once we get all this stuff settled? Should we do more industrial stuff, or should we try and set up a bus line, or maybe like focus more on just healthcare or something? You know, it's actually a pretty big intersection. I don't know if I want to make that much bigger. Okay. Let's see more of these resources again. Not really much. A little bit up there. Ooh, they are demanding it. They really, really want to get more industry. Holy cow. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, just keep these as offices. If you're right on the highway, you should probably be in office. There we go. After that, you think focus on the healthcare until people aren't just dying for no reason. Then do maybe like another doggo park. Okay, yeah. Yeah, healthcare in the budget. What are our biggest expenses? Garbage is the biggest one. Policies cost us a little bit, but not that much. Parks and monuments. Maybe we turn down the budget for parks and monuments. It's not a big part of our budget, but what does it really do? Unique buildings and monuments create more happiness, increase more attractiveness with more funding. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, the parks and monuments are still going to increase attractiveness. It's just going to be less. Kind of defeats their own purpose, but I mean, if it gets us in the positive to an appreciable number, it's worth it. Hey Panda, can you try messaging again? I want to see if it's working. I feel like the chat should have been working today, right? Sure. No, I didn't see anything. What is going on, man? Hold on, let me I want to figure out what's going on with this chat box. Do I think I'll ever get a third doggo? You know, that's it's tough, right? Because the two dogs are really a lot. Well, not a lot, but like they're enough for me, but I also like I wouldn't hate having another one, but I'm already outnumbered and I feel like there's only enough so much love for me to give between the two of them. Splitting it three ways is just like not it's not that it's not fair because they have each other to play with, but I'll be spread pretty thin. I think if I had a partner, I could easily have another dog, cat, and I could easily have like another two or three animals if I had a partner. But since I'm living alone, I think the two is enough for me right now. Okay, so let's do this. Add chat box. Add source. Name it chat box. Okay. I'm just gonna leave that. Put it back where I want it. And resize it down. I mean, I would love one of those. I mean, alright, hopefully this chat box works. I just reset it. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I would love another one. Like, I like those, what are they called? Borzois? Bougies? The long nose ones. They're just like super tall and long and like kind of alien looking, but they're also really elegant, and they're apparently very good dogs. Um, so I think I'd like to get one of those. I think they seem really interesting. The long nosed doggo. Because growing up, I had. Oh, and yeah, chat box is still not working. I don't know. But yeah, growing up, I had Boston Terriers, and I really loved them. They were so cute. But I do feel bad about the like the brachycephaly, the nose thing. And they didn't have it so bad, but recently, the bully breeds or the bull breeds have been getting really bad with that. Like people have been, the snorting isn't good, you know. Like an occasional snort here and there, whatever, is fine. But if they're that's all they do, it's not so healthy for them. Uh, and you know, I'm a big fan of getting mutts. I mean, that's what both my dogs are, and they're beautiful. I mean, I love them. So, you know, I'm not super into the. I don't need to have like a pure breed, but I'm sure I could find a mutt with some long boy in him. Got that dog in him. Used to have a few Rottweilers. Rottweilers are really good dogs. They're super super loyal dogs. They're very affectionate too. Like people think that they're big and scary, but they're actually just goofy. They don't realize that they're big and scary. The one you had loved Bubbles. That's great. I tried to get my dog to play with Bubbles, and he did not understand at all what was going on. He loved eating them. I mean, I think if I was a dog, I would totally go crazy for Bubbles. I don't see why I wouldn't. From this angle, it looks so bad, but it's actually not that bad. I think that since I changed the height, I could retool this from here to here again. Yeah, that's still bad. Whatever. He was always a gentle doggo. Oh. Yeah, they're the best. I'm very thankful that humans as a species have decided to domesticate dogs because they're pretty good. Never played He never played rough with you, but if someone didn't know came in the yard, he would try and bite him. I mean, that's a good thing. That's that's kind of what you want. Like, I don't think my dogs would bite anyone, but they definitely sound scary, and they're always listening. So there's no sneaking in my yard. You know, the dogs know. All right, and yeah, they got these like snarls, and I got one with the big loud, ooh, and then the other one's like, it's got all the sounds. It's pretty good. Should this be a more direct way? Cross? Yeah, I mean, why not? I almost feel like I should get rid of the bridge. It seems kind of excessive. The other dog you had loved fire. Uh-oh. That's a dangerous one. I think that's fine. When we would burn things, he would like to jump over the flames. Oh no. Okay, now let's try that tool again, but correctly. Alright, I kind of want to change this because it's a little too excessive. There we go. That's a lot better. A lot more reasonable. Mm, it's fine. They want businesses and industrial. Or commercial and industrial. Curious. Maybe that is a horrible place to live. Well, we need more industry, it seems. Yeah, if you go. Hey, no worries, Lutherios. Oh shoot, I didn't even see you post. I'm sorry. Yo, how you doing, dude? The next dog you had could not walk at well, but never stopped her from running around. Lutherios Mathios. I'll give you his own. Don't worry. Sorry, I was like I was contemplating. Enraptured in thought. Lutheros Mathios. I think that's a good name for. Lutherios Mathios. Circus. Theme park. What's happening with all this traffic? You guys are starting to clog up a bit. This should probably just be a 2-lane. Let's be honest. She also had a lot of puppies. One you gave away and the other drowned? No. God, I'm sorry. That's terrible. You weren't home when it happened. How young was the puppy? Yeah, I assume it just like it was like wandering around exploring and fell in like a pond or something. That's terrible. Just a couple weeks, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. That's so sad. My one of my old roommates, he got a puppy and he had to travel for work and so he brought he brought the puppy with him for the new job. But the puppy caught parvovirus while he was there, just like a really bad virus that it's extremely lethal for puppies. Adult dogs can survive, but for puppies it's like incredibly lethal. And yeah, he caught that at like a park, I guess, in the place that my roommate had to bring him to. So that really sucked. Oh, this needs to be regular road. He was such a good puppy too. He's a good boy. Broke my dang heart. Yeah, it was like over a weekend, and yeah, it was he was like in the animal hospital like overnight for for like a whole weekend or something. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty messed up. I wasn't even there either. I was nowhere nearby. Like, I'm still at home because my roommate moved, but he actually ended up moving back after the job finished doing the training. But they never told him how long it was going to be, so that's why he brought the dog. But if he knew it was going to be temporary, he wouldn't have brought the dog. So it was pretty messed up. Like, I could have easily watched it because it was only a couple weeks. Very sad, very unfortunate. Our education is not great. Let's crank that up a bit. Oh boy. Hopefully it wasn't on purpose. It was like accidents do happen. Sometimes stuff in life like that, it's no one's fault. It just sucks. Hit her with a car by accident? Oh no. Yeah, that one breaks my heart. She had a limp. It's hard to see her walking around. Oh, because she had a limp. Yeah. Yeah, and she must have just wandered behind it or something and he backed up. Poor baby. Yeah, that happens surprisingly often. Um, it's the thing. Cursed knowledge of the world. Let's add one of these. Again, you weren't there and your dad just calls you to tell you that happened. That's the worst call you can get. It's like, what? Well, I'm really sorry for you. I'm really, that's really terrible. Look at these guys go. They're like a well-oiled machine. Yo, welcome back, Matthias. Lutheros. I made you a sorry I didn't catch you earlier, but so I made you a theme park. Or I renamed the theme park for you. It's not the greatest, to be honest, but it has a view of some of the highest traffic in our city. Yeah, you got it, dude. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll work. Let's work on it right now. Let's fix it up. It was bigger, but it got shrunk down because of the economy. Let's see. Campus area. Oh, not a race. Tiny. Yeah, there we go. You'll be back? Okay, no worries. Alright, so we got that. It needs a new fence. That's the annoying part. Let's go to our amusement park. Do we have a Ferris wheel? We gotta have Ferris wheel unlocked. No, still not. Level 5 amusement. Oh, we never built a drop tower? Whoa, we gotta do that. That's crazy. This is gonna be a little sick, actually. Now that we got some rides, you know. Maybe if we put the let's see. Oh, that was a terrible miss. There we go. Should probably also connect it right here. Should be good. And if we don't have room for the Ferris wheel, we could add something over there or move some of this around. Let's add restrooms. Nah, we don't need restrooms there. We do need is a snack shop or something, or a souvenir shop. Oh wait, let's turn that off. Nice. Let's go. Thank you. Well, apparently these guys think it's only 4 stars. Total visitors and total entertainment. We need about 120 more entertainment. Okay. Do another horror house. Oh, 120. How convenient. Yeah, I think another horror house down here. I forgot what happened to the other one. I think maybe I had to delete the first horror house. Oh, it's over there, but that's fine. We have two. All right, nice. So that should slowly level up. Oh, we need. All right. I feel like I was cheated a bit, but we need just a little bit more entertainment. Just a sliver. What's the cheapest one? Another like souvenir shop or a bathroom? 10. But that seems a bit more like a waste of space for us. Cafe, we'll do 50. Yeah, let's do that. Right there. Alright, that should be enough to bump it up. 2031, and yeah, we just need more visitors. And they'll come eventually. Let's turn off the firework fine. I just turned that off because the fireworks were annoying me. Or turn that on because they were annoying me. Alright, people are chilling, people are chilling. A slip lane onto the road here would be nice, but people would truly prefer that over this, and it would just ruin things. Alright, healthcare. I think we can now afford to do another one. Children's Health Center. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of people living here. Ooh, okay, yeah, right there I get everything included. Okay. And then these guys need one too. Put it right near the dog park. They covered most of it, which is fine. And then elder care, we could use one as well. Maybe up here? Right there. Hey, yeah, no worries. Have a good one, Lutheros. Thanks for coming. I need to figure out what's going on with the chat, because I'd really like for you guys to have your things popping up. So I'm trying to read everything out loud. Elder care is a small healthcare facility. Like I have the chat box at the top of the queue, so it shouldn't be behind anything. Cemetery. How's our death care? We're okay. Yeah, I know. It's not your fault. That's something I gotta figure out. It's weird that it like worked half the time and then it just stopped. A sauna is a healthcare facility. Yeah. Do I have any up here? I do have saunas. Actually, looks like I have two. Or maybe that's one of those is a clinic. All right. Well, looks like we probably pop one for this neighborhood around here too. Go to some shops. Yeah, I mean they're just increasing traffic anyway, so we'll bop them. And then I'm shocked that we don't have more housing demand, but we'll pop these guys here. Yeah, these are all really just supposed to be houses. Okay. That's fine. We should put something like underneath that. So I could go for having a road go that way. And maybe we pop some government service in here or something. Ooh, do I have a favorite kind of cake? I'm a big fan of devil. I'm a chocolate guy, so devil's food cake has always been high on my list. I also like if we're talking like a fully prepared cake, a baked Alaska is amazing. It's like sponge cake on the bottom, some ice cream in the middle, and then I forgot the name of it, but it's this very fluffy sugar fluff, sugar cream fluff on top, and it's like lightly charred, very, very decadent. Okay, why did our budget just slip? I assume it's all that stuff I just placed, but it doesn't look like it's really it by that much. But yeah, we'll need the budget a bit. Maybe we have their budget up at night and low during the day. Trains I could drop down. I don't really care. Oh, this guy, Parks and Plazas. Yeah, you can go down too. You also like cheesecake? Ooh, yeah, a cheesecake is really good. Strawberry cake? Yeah, dude, like a strawberry shortcake. Hit me with that. Yeah, I think strawberry is like, ooh, the non-baked one. Ooh, like a strawberry cheesecake. Yeah, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I like a good like New York style cheesecake with the crust on the bottom. But with those, I'd normally go with the raspberry sauce. Let's see. Ooh, hey, this place is filled in. It looks pretty cool. This looks like it should totally be a dog park. I know we can't really afford it, but oh, dude, come on, I can make that work. I can totally make that work. Oh, you know, this needs to be the just blank road. Let's turn off all of that except for maybe angle. Control, anarchy, bop. Let's do that, and then return them. Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. Oh. Whoopsies. Let's do that, and do that. Do you have a favorite dessert, or do I like everything? I like mostly everything, but I'm a big sucker for any sort of chocolate, especially like dark chocolate stuff. But I do like mostly anything. But yeah, if you give me like a hmm, yeah, some like really moist chocolate cake, I'm having a good time, especially if you throw that with like a scoop of vanilla ice cream or like a brownie. One of those. I used to work at Outback, so I would make those all the time. The brownie with the ice cream. Mm, yeah, those are a bit of a weakness. And I actually do like a brownie with walnuts. I used to not, but they're pretty good. Also, chocolate chip cookies too. I destroy those. I make them really well too though. I can whip them up in like you know half an hour easily. Oh, dude, me too. That's the thing. Chocolate gives me a headache, but it's so good. So it's like I just need to have willpower and only indulge when I when it's go time, you know. Yeah, it makes me feel real not good. I'm surprised with how well this little slip lane has worked out. It does give them pretty good access to two different parts of the city, depending on which turn they make right there. You like chocolate chip cookies with nuts and oats? Yeah, yo, with oats is so good. That's like a little secret ingredient. Yeah, no one thinks about oats in a chocolate chip cookie until they're in there. They're so good. It adds an extra something, you know? It kind of makes them feel a bit more like home. Even though like I didn't grow up necessarily with them, it has that sort of taste, you know? Your mom would always make them. Yeah, I mean, hey, you lucked out. My mom always made really good chocolate chip cookies too, but at a very young age I started getting into cooking, and pretty quickly whenever I wanted like a baked good or something like that, I would just kind of whip it up. I sort of hate this, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I could live with that first one maybe, but what was going on there was pretty bad. You also been cooking since forever? Yeah. It's a good skill, you know? A lot of people are super weird about it. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm too good to cook" or something like that. It's like, get out of here. It's honestly like an essential life skill. Everyone in your family can cook. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, my family's all really good cooks too. It's like otherwise you're just gonna be buying food all the time, and it gets so expensive. Hmm. Hmm. How do I do this? I think I connect this on just entirely on its own. Why is your height higher than the ground? Nah, maybe not. He just pops right in there. The plan was that when your mom is tired, dad can cook, but if he's also tired, you would help your sister make food. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, see for me my I grew up in like my mom and dad had gotten divorced like when I was like 3 or not even 3. So I was basically just raised by a single mom and she had to work full time too because she didn't really get much in child support. Um and it was pretty tough from time to time, but it wasn't that bad because she was working as a nurse, so it wasn't, she worked make decent money, but she would be tired all the time. Oh, she also, when I was like 5, ended up getting in a car accident that left her disabled, um, with like a permanent neck injury, and so she's working all the time and coming home, and she just needs to rest, and you know, a situation like that, you pretty quickly you learn to cook, to make some stuff to you know get her something to eat, get yourself something to eat. Like she was still able to walk and do stuff, but it was, she has lifelong pain from that. That's been pretty bad. Ooh, let's get to zoning. Yeah, it's life sometimes though. But like, it's you can either let that stuff like that define you, or you could kind of grow from it. What's happening here? What's this little guy? Yeah, right. Like I don't really make that my whole identity, you know. That's just part of my mysterious backstory. I'll openly share it. It's just got to come up. Plus, knowing how to cook is a really good thing. Exactly. There have been so many dishes that like it's also a really nice thing to be able to um kind of connect family too, where you kind of I can ask like my mom like, hey, how do we make that dish you used to make when I was a kid? And you know, it's like a good bonding experience. My mysterious backstory. Jones Street. Do I connect it here? I don't know if I like that. I think I leave that separate. This is gonna be bussin' right here. This intersection. Um, we need a way to get these people on the highway. One thing you will always let your mom make is her lamb leg and corn pie. Ooh, that sounds so good. Yes, there's some stuff where it's just like they've got secret. They've got a secret, and you know they can tell you how to do it. You can do it, but it's not the same. There's something. I think it's got to be some part of the technique or something. You know. Ugh. Got that's the thing. Like you know, home cooking, you don't get that kind of like experience. You know. Oh yeah, no matter how happy or sad you are, that corn pie will make you happy. I love that. No, I mean it's really fun to like cook for people too. You know. That's definitely a love language. This place could get a bit more poppin'. Like this building's pretty cool, but it can't be all the only like tall building, you know. We'll add a bunch of trees and stuff too. Let's beautify that area. Knock their houses down, build some offices. I think I'm gonna leave this as like a small neighborhood over there. I think this main road definitely upgrades though. Probably these guys too. Cooking can show all the work and effort you put in for someone. Yeah, right. There's so much importance to cooking. There's like culture, there's you know your own like creativity. Um, I don't know. Yeah, and you know yeah, if you put your all into making something real fancy and great for someone, it shows a lot, and it's definitely like a green flag. Plus, tasty, right? Like, who doesn't like something yummy? Because everyone's got to eat, you know. That's some. I think math and food are two things like they have that in common, where like they're pretty much universal. I could see something online that you want. If you see, oh, you see something online you want, you can just make it. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not always going to be easy. You might need to buy like a billion ingredients, but it's all technically doable, as long as you can get the stuff. And each time you do it, you get better. No one's a master chef the first time they cook. You're gonna burn stuff. You're gonna have some weird flavors going on occasionally, probably, but it'll be fine. You'll figure it out. You just gotta figure out like what genre of cooking suits you the best. I think Italian food is a really good starter, at least like with an American supermarket. Um, you know, Pasta, it's hard to mess up. Uh, Sauces, that's generally pre-made, whatever. And then it's just a matter of like going beyond just making meat sauce. It's like, you know what, maybe I'm gonna make a chicken parm. Oh, you know what, maybe instead of chicken parm, I'm gonna make a chicken franchise or a chicken marsala. Those are a bit more advanced because they, use like wine and mushrooms and stuff, but bit by bit, you're like, wait, how did they make this? And you learn what some techniques are, so that way when you get food, you order food, you kind of know what stuff is a bit more. Like, oh, that's what a glaze is. It's like reduced. It's like boiled down. For you started making local food. Yeah, right, exactly. So sometimes you can improvise the ingredients, the better you get at it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, local food is definitely the way to do it. I just give the example of Italian food because in an American supermarket, that stuff's pretty common. Yeah, I mean, local food is like that's the peak right there. That's what everyone wants is to have like a local cuisine to I don't know eat and learn to share. It's pretty sweet. Actually, what time is it? 12:30. Okay, cool. Dude, this industrial park is getting kind of out of hand. Look how big it is. There you go. It's kind of crazy. The giant core of the city here. But I mean, it's an important part. It's what keeps this running. Alright, yeah, so I said I was going to decorate here, so let's do that once we get our housing figured out. I think I created spots, right, that I didn't do. Yeah, here. Should be fine. And yeah, we'll upgrade these guys some more. Losing a little bit of money. I want to leave that. Here's probably going to change. Yeah, whatever happens with that, good luck. Oh my. Yeah, everyone wants a view of the national park in their backyard. Let's be real. I think this little side road we definitely keep as single family. Or actually, you know what? I think we make this guy a shop. I know I should just build more to zone, but don't want to run into these issues. Alright, let's do one of these. Okay, send this guy up. Oh, that's a fun one. Yeah, that's cute. Nope, that ain't happening. Nope. Yep. Alright, that answers that. Too much just a wall of residential there. We need a park. Statue personifying the city's wealth. Oh, let's turn anarchy off. That might help. There we go. Let's do that and give these guys some water. Okay. I'm gonna probably need one of those garbage things. Let's put a little post office. I don't think we have placed any in a while. Or there's none in this city. Okay. We're gonna ignore that for now. What about road maintenance? Yeah, we don't even have one. Let's see, I had a stupid bridge somewhere that I fixed. Oh, this whole city is like a blur to my brain right now. No, it's definitely here somewhere. You. Is here the stupidest place ever, or no? It's actually okay. They're pretty central to the city there. Let's upgrade these roads to normal roads in that case. Internet left for a bit. One day you want to get to the level of mom hands, meaning you can flip bacon in the oven without a spatula, or you can test the temperature of oil with your fingertips. Yeah, I mean, I worked in a like in a professional kitchen, and you definitely get there pretty quick. You just gotta burn all the nerve endings off your fingers, and then you're fine. You can just touch anything hot. The hottest thing would be the dishes. They would leave the plates under the heat rack so they would stay warm. That way when you put the food on them, the plate doesn't cool the food down. But they would be stacked up so high, they'd be right under the heat lamp, so the first one would be like killer. And sometimes you would forget. You just gotta grab it and you're like, ah. Alright, now that we can finally afford to do this, let's do it. Just pop in a bunch of bamboo here. I think that's fine. That's a nice little bamboo forest. Let's add a couple pink flowers or pink trees. There, there, there. I don't know, man. There, there. I think that already looks better. Okay. How's the theme park doing? I thought I just added a bunch of stuff. What if I made it free or half price? Probably gonna boost the number of visitors by an insane amount. National Park, how are you doing? Full price, full income. Main park night tours, even more fun, recycle garbage. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that one. We're losing money again. We need more housing. I feel like it's just housing that they want. It's so crazy. How that's just mall. They don't need anything else. Just housing. Have I ever tried bake before? The food. No, I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar. Let's take this one. Sorry, this road. Oh, it became a bridge. Let's fix that. I do not like that. I want it to be a real road. I can live with that. That's fine. That's acceptable to me. This is just where we place the nicest housing there's ever been. It's like a bread that's flat and you fry it. That sounds really good. That does nothing. Well, it was a nice idea. Ah, there we go. They just boosted it. Is that not enough? Should pop them on. There we go. Huh. Crazy. Well, we need to build another oil power plant. That's what that tells me. Oh, actually a dam would be sick if we could pop one right there. Can we afford another chunk? Next tier, next map tier. Colossal City, 32K. That's what we want. I want this right here, and then we can build a really sweet dam. Saw a video of a panda fighting with bamboo. Oh yeah, the one where it's like whirling around like a lightsaber. That's pretty good. Oh, that will, I think, lower the water level here. I think we'll be fine. Roof. I don't really get why, why that just happened. Why did our electricity demand just like quadruple? Something strange just happened. This will lower you guys by a bit. There's not much else we can lower. I don't want to raise the taxes and have people start moving. I think I take the loans and build another power plant. I definitely think I want it up here. Can't believe we built this and never zoned. I thought I built another. Did I not build another water intake? Right here? Okay. Alright, that should help. Water treatment, and then sewage treatment's gonna need similar treatment. Drain pipe. Yeah, just add it to the queue. Add it to the pile. Alright. I would love to be able to modify my power budget while seeing actually what's going on with my power. I gotta wait for it to like drop down to where it wants to be. Okay. Did I nail it perfectly? Maybe. Seems fine enough. We just need to not be in debt. Most of this debt at this point is really just from the loan. Or the loans. Okay. What about water? How are you guys doing? Water availability is through the roof. Sewage treatment. I wish I could separate the two. Do I like snakes? I love snakes. Snakes are super cool. Yeah, I'm definitely a reptile kid. I grew up with a bunch of pet geckos. I always wanted a snake, but my mom didn't like them, so I couldn't. But yeah, snakes are stupid. Snakes are super cool. You like them but from far away. I mean, hey, I'll hold a snake. I get these harmless little garter snakes in my backyard. Like there's no venomous snakes near me, so I'm totally like bold with them. But I mean, there's a couple, but they're very obviously not the type that I see. Although I was going on a run once, and I did see a suspicious looking snake that it was certainly not a garter snake, and I wasn't fully sure what it was. And I think it may have been some sort of water snake, which I don't think is venomous, but it does feel really cool. Yeah, it feels super cool to hold them. Alright. The city's doing okay over there. It's just financially. We're just kind of in the pooper. We can't even build like poopy roads. Zoning. I can do this. Like that much. Each of those. What do we make more money from? Yeah, residential. Spiders are a no for you. I mean, I like spiders. You don't know why you just hate them? Yeah, that's alright. I mean, it sucks brings you a lot of snakes and lizards. So you've had to hold them to carry them outside? I see. No, I mean, I don't hate spiders. They're cool. They can hang. You're fine with them, but you don't want them near you. That's fair. I think that's a reasonable request. The way I see it, most people's social contract with spiders is spiders are fine in their habitat, but not in mine. unless I don't see them. There can be as many spiders around me as there wants to be, but they just I'm not. I don't want to see them. If I see them, it's them or me. Is how a few of my friends operate. For me, I'll put them in a cup and let them outside. I like me some spider bros. Or I'll even just let them stay in my house. I'd honestly rather have spiders than the alternatives. Right now, you know what? That should be. Let's make that a little bit of office. Just because it's right on the intersection, I don't want that to be annoying. Our education is kind of finally starting to catch up with us. Alright, so replace this little wall of people. Just trying to do it like a little bit at a time. I don't want to like swap the entire city at once. And I really want access right here to the that coal, but or that oil. I don't think it's happening here today though. You always check your bathroom curtain before you use the bathroom because one time you saw a tarantula come from behind you there. Whoa! Wait, you live somewhere that just has like wild tarantulas? Yeah, that changes the story for sure. Oof. We lost. Game over. We needed a bailout. GG. No re. No, just kidding. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, there's no tarantulas near me, so I don't really. I've gotten over my spider fear. No, if there was an actual chance of me finding a tarantula like in my house or like in my bathroom curtain, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not having a good time. That's a pretty spooky time. You see them a lot. I mean, they're pretty cool, honestly. Tarantulas, from what I understand, are kind of like the chill bros of the bug world or of the insect world. Not, well, they're not insects; they're spiders. But they're the chill bros of the spider world. They, you know, they're not gonna make a bunch of webs that are messy everywhere. They move pretty slow. You know, and at least they're friendly enough to be big enough that they're obvious. You know, it's the tiny little spiders that'll get you. The really big boys, if you can see them, you at least know they're there. They're chill, but you still don't like them. I get that. I get that. I mean, one of them creeped up on you in the shower. I think that's a pretty uncool move on their part. But the ones there are fast. Eee. They can run. Oh no. They can run. Yeah, that's. I mean, I feel like they're not gonna run unless you give them a reason to. You've had nightmares of of not being able to outrun a tarantula, and then it jumps on up on you like a head crab. Ooh, hey, we got a budget again. Nice. They're probably scared of you, but you're also scared of them. Yeah, exactly. But they're the ones with the venomous teeth. You're just the one with the big shoes. Why am I making so much money now? Like what just flip-flopped in our budget? I don't fully get it. It's that our income went up. From which source? You don't think it's possible to step on one? Yeah, I don't think so either, honestly. I think if you tried to step on one, it would scuttle up onto your foot. And then once it's on you, it's got you. You're its prey, you know. Then it's just in your pant leg and up, and you're gone. It'll be scary. Yeah, I just gave you a new nightmare. You're welcome. You're just screaming. Yeah, I know. Honestly, I think as a kid, I had a pet lizard, and I think one of the first things that happened when I got it was it like crawled. I think it crawled into my pants, so I had to had to like find it in my pants without taking them off because I might have hurt it or something. You know, it's funny. I mean, just I was able to get it out. I found it, but it was like, hey, I brought home a lizard for the first day. It immediately gets lost in my pants. I was a kid, so I don't know. Well, that's probably a good thing. We should probably try and keep it that way. Maybe the cats, yeah. Maybe like a claw or something. Okay. The city is becoming big, dude. It's unfortunate that there's not a discernible difference between demand for residential, low density residential and high density residential. Like you could theoretically upgrade all of it to high density at some point. This looks less out of place now. It's pretty good. Could use more props, but I'm not doing that right now. All right, city's doing okay. Oh, you guys need water. Do I have a police station over here? Not that I really want to build one, but no, I don't. Expensive are they? Hmm, it's actually not that bad. Hmm, Let's just do that. Yeah, that intersection is pretty savage. We're still losing money again. Alright. Bingity bangity. At least water pipes are cheap. These are certainly just going to be little houses. Tiny little mansions up on the mountain. Up here, I don't know, actually. These may be offices. And eventually utilities. Okay, so yeah, what's going on with our expenses now? 84K income. It's crazy because our income, these numbers look almost the same as they did when we were making like 20K more. I don't think it's the expenses that have inflated that rapidly. Okay, so we got them. Budget screen. All right, we got to do the unthinkable. We're snubbing the old garbage boys. Their trash racket is going to be angry. You fine with the small ones, but not. Oh, moths? Oh yeah, I like moths. I think they're really pretty, but yeah, they are kind of gross up close. There's nothing to be afraid of with them though. Like there's no moth that can like injure you. Like the worst they could do is fly in your face and be kind of annoying, you know. Yeah, they're pretty big about the face. One thing I hate is when flying insects try flying into my ear. Happens all the time. I'll just be like walking around outside, and they're just like, "Hey, this seems like a nice warm place to live." It's like, get out of here. All right, I'm starting to think we're gonna want a subway. We want a metro, just stopping in. Maybe a loop. Maybe have the line split. Have one go this way, one go that way. I don't hate that. Yeah, you think it's time? Yeah, we're just gonna need the money to go up for us to afford it. Train. How expensive are you? 18K. Well, new yeah, the Noobtopolis is definitely getting one. That is for certain. I think maybe right here actually would be pretty good. Maybe right here. Slope too steep. Okay, fine, we can play that game. I can do that. Hmm. I would like to get them. Nope. Do. Slope too steep. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. It is a pretty steep slope. Hmm. Only place it's okay is up here. I guess I can make that work. Okay, we can have that zoop in. Come up. Also need one here. Like, do I put one in the middle of this and one in the middle of this, or do I put one in kind of the center of all of it? I think that last one. Okay, I like that. Yeah, the trick is I don't want to put too many stops either. Wait, let the time run. We want more money. Perfect. To there. Let's see, where could I fit one here? Maybe like right under the bridge. Not enough money. Okay, so the route will be here. Oh, I can actually just go straight to there. That's not a bad idea. Down, up, and around. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Say we need one here. Sweet. Wait, what? Metro tracks. Like -9 is the height of them normally? -12, okay. Not enough money. How expensive are you? 21K. Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Gotta crank our garbage up, otherwise we're gonna start having death problems. What are my thoughts on ants? Oh wait, sorry, I'm sorry, I missed a couple chats. She's doing okay. If you've never been on a train before, it used to be trains here, but that was before you were born. I've been on, I've read or ridden on trains a couple times, and they're pretty alright. I mean, you know, it's basically the same thing as a bus. Um, somewhere halfway between a bus and a plane. Oh, they are undoubtedly pretty cool though, from a distance. But as a rider, they're not too crazy. And ants are insane. Ants are like crazy. The ability of ants to do all the things they do really blows me away. Like I'm a huge nature nerd. What do we got here? Wait, hold on. You turn off. Off. They eat everything. They ate your pomegranate tree and you'll never forgive them. Oh, they like destroyed the tree? Well, I mean, I'm assuming it was like carpenter ants. Yeah, I'd be a little mad. They're definitely one of the biggest pest species. Or genuses. Like, of bugs likely to ruin your day, ants are like the top of the list. By far. Oh, man, why are we losing so much money? 86K, but this is still 45, this is still 11, this is still 17. This is, our expenses have gone up. I think because we turned garbage up. But, I mean, you can't not have garbage. As evidenced by all of the garbage. Here's what I'm interested in. Waste transfer facility. You're using 2 out of 21 trucks. Why? Is it because you're already using all of your trucks? In 23 out of 28. Is it because you're 84% full? Sounds like something this guy right here should be working on. And he's only using 7 out of 16 trucks. And the 16 should be the number he has available to him based off the budget. Hmm. Remove them from the list. Selected vehicle, any vehicle. Yeah, I still haven't fully understood this, that mod. I thought it was supposed to let me swap what vehicles each thing uses, but it doesn't really. I could probably copy stuff from one building to another, but I was really hoping for a drop-down menu. Okay, that stuff's going. Looks like the garbage problem has handled itself. We're just gonna run out of money, just slowly but steadily. Okay, how do we mediate this without building anything? Because we can't. Nothing new left to zone. How are you guys doing? You need your garbage taken care of. It's fine. Oh, hey, look, we're making money out of nowhere. What changed? 48, 23, 17. So what seems to have changed mostly is the commercial income has jumped up. But that doesn't even make up for the difference. Or, I think this was 28, so residential income jumped up by an insane amount. It's mostly level 3 housing. Most of the income's coming from high density, actually. Okay, so that actually is encouraging me to swap over more of the city. Okay. I think over here needs to change a little bit. I think that the first few of these should swap over, but not all of them. Especially since our demand for residential isn't that crazy right now. They really want more shops. Well, where's these guys are gonna need another shopping district? Probably a nice strip right here. Yeah, unfortunately, I probably need to use the right road. Let's do that. Maybe right there. Yeah, it's fine. Do I have favorite flowers? Um, that's a hard one. I oh wait, hold on. I feel like I don't know enough flowers to truly have a favorite, but I'm a big fan of carnivorous plants. So I'd say like maybe like a pitcher plant is my favorite flower. We like didn't have enough money for that. I see. Yeah, like pitcher plants and what do you call them? Venus flytraps are pretty cool too. In terms of like a flower for like a flower you would think of as a flower, I like magnolias because they come from a tree, and I have one in my yard, so it's giant, beautiful magnolia tree, and it actually blooms its flowers before it blooms its leaves. Dude, yeah, Venus flytraps are metal as fuck. And what's cool is that they're from North Carolina. You would expect like a Venus flytrap to be from like deep in the Amazon or something, or somewhere like super I don't know. Yeah, just North Carolina. Like a very small little a small tiny little patch, like a strip near the coast. Yeah, because the thing with carnivorous plants is they're normally native to bog environments where the soil or where the are going to get like really poor nutrition. Should this be a one way? I don't think so. I think that there's just traffic on the far side over here. Yeah, so if there's really poor nutrition for the roots, like let's say just like a stagnant bog, um, the plants that are going to evolve to grow there are going to need to get their nutrition elsewhere, and so they learn to get it from plants. It's pretty cool, or from bugs. I think there are bogs in tropics, but the thing is, um, it just whatever different type of carnivorous plant evolves. Like in the tropics, you'll see a lot of pitcher plants, from what I understand. Like there's some North American pitcher plants, but I think it's just whatever mechanism that made the Venus flytrap, just it only evolved out of something from over here. This really looks like it needs. Where does this exit? Here. Yeah, like there's definitely some bogs in the tropics, but I would imagine that there's probably more nutrition in those bogs and swamps because it's just warmer. So I feel like more stuff can just kind of take advantage of it. But then again, North Carolina's pretty warm too. So yeah, sundews are also pretty cool. They kind of like they have a bunch of hairs with drops of like kind of like a honey type sticky substance. And when something touches it, they kind of like engulf it like a tentacle. Yeah, more or less. It's kind of a simplification to say like more heat, more life, but it's easier. It stuff doesn't need to deal with like the seasonal freeze, so more biodiversity can just kind of exist year round. But it also changes the selective pressures, so it's just different. But it means it's more likely like that something's going to be going on in the water, than just being stagnant. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's too cold or actually I think is it too cold for such large animals or too warm? I can't even remember. Because I think that you're actually more efficient in the cold as a large animal. Because your mass to um surface area or your volume to surface area ratio is like better. In the heat, you want as much surface area as you can so you can like vent that. All right, we need more industrial, and I don't think we can get that without taking a loan. So what we'll do is take a loan. Yo, by the way, generalist, I like the new thumbnails you're using. I think they make your videos look really professional. I think that was a good call to swap over to that. Earth was a lot hotter in the dinos. If you're warm-blooded, it takes a lot more calories to maintain homeostasis. Oh, that's actually that makes sense. That's interesting. But weren't I feel like dinosaurs were like they weren't warm-blooded, but they weren't cold-blooded. They were somewhere in the middle. Obviously, the science is all going to be kind of speculative because we don't really have them anymore. But I feel like I read somewhere that they were like not. There's something weird going on with them there. Ooh, we can do a little bit more zoning, just a teeny tiny bit. You gotta go. Yeah, no worries, Panda. I'll catch you around. Hopefully. Okay. No worries, you too, Panda. And I actually may break in like half an hour, but if you come back later, I may swap over to Victoria. So if I'm not on, I'll be on. But I do also want to go on a run. It's been getting dark so early that I kind of want to go outside while it's still light out. Like I did a little bit in the morning, but it was so early in the morning that it didn't get warm. So it's kind of like the early afternoon is the only. Oh, not enough money. Oh no. Yes. Okay. Just barely afforded that. Let's go. Let's get these guys in. Yeah, I've thought about using I don't think they know if they were warm or cold-blooded, but you think most cold-blooded animals live in warm areas too. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I mean, you think about it, there's not really many reptiles in like, Canada or the more polar regions. Yeah, it definitely helps being cold-blooded when it's warmer. So that is probably a good reason why like that's something I didn't think about was that the world is colder now to support such large things. I guess I was thinking of endothermic animals. So like a woolly mammoth can't live today because it would be too warm, but that's just the opposite issue. Dude, dinosaurs are so crazy. I just love that like the mythology of dragons was totally just like, you know, ancient peoples found dinosaur bones or something and were like, "Oh yeah, this is a dragon." Because I mean, objectively, it really is. They just don't breathe fire and stuff. The specimens just got lost to time. Yeah, but an elephant can live today. If the mammoth evolved differently, it could have. Yeah, true, true. I think they were just a little bigger, plus the fur and stuff. But yeah, you're right. It's all about the adaptations and stuff. Because the largest animal to have ever lived is the blue whale, and that lives today. Like not just mammal. They say it's the largest animal ever, which is cool. But obviously that has totally different conditions. Dude, this industrial park is really ominous, and I kind of love it. I'd love to pay off these loans too. There were some somewhat recent megafauna living in Australia. Huh. I know that they had like a marsupial lion and I think that Australia also had like giant terror bird type things. A lot of the mammoth type creatures got wiped out by human hunters. Yeah, you know, we're pretty good at what we do. Yeah, it's sort of it's tragic. But you know what? If the mammoths had evolved the ability to use spears before we did, they would have done the same thing. You can see it in their eyes. In Dark Souls 2, when you're fighting in the what is it, the Catacombs of Paris, fighting those giant mammoth boys. Yeah, they didn't have long enough to adjust to being preyed upon. Yeah, well, because also for a mammoth, their gestation cycle is like it's like 2 years, or like a modern elephant, it's like 2 or 3 years that they're pregnant before they even give birth. You know, having for animals, having like really big brains just takes up a lot of calories. Um, and it's not really always useful. So like that's why something like a cows can produce pretty quickly. I think they might only have one at a time, but I think that it's on like the scale of months for them to give birth. But that they've also been selectively bred for that too. You know, let's do a little bit of this fun stuff here. U Control S. They have the ability to freely swap up here. They were just kind of getting stifled by themselves. Well, to be honest, I mean, something I think about all the time is how often the I see like roadkill and stuff, because that's something that really breaks my heart. Honestly, it's just sad, but it's so interesting how ooh, this needs to be a 4 lane. That's like totally a selective pressure, right? Like the better a raccoon is at not getting hit by a car, the more likely it is to survive. So at some point in the future, we're just gonna have like super agile raccoons and super like vigilant deer, hopefully. Probably not, but you never know. And then these guys, I'm just gonna have you yield. Just stay in your lane, you'll be fine. There you go. Yeah, I think they're pretty good at avoiding it already. They just get unlucky and are like there. Maybe not the deer. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely case by case basis. I mean, stuff like squirrels. I've seen plenty of squirrels that like they'll just be chilling by the side of the road and then they'll zip out onto the road and then the thing is, they probably would have made it across before the car, but then they double back on themselves. They were like halfway and they doubted themselves and they turned back and then they get hit. So like stuff like that is totally going to be selected for because that's kind of what evolution does best is having an entire lifetime up for one split second decision. You know, it's like nope, wrong instinct. It's pretty hardcore. I think about that with like combat, with especially because I'm since I'm like a sword fight type fighting nerd, reading through Selfish Gene right now actually. Yeah, I mean, I haven't read that, but I feel like I have heard of that. But it definitely does, you know, uh, evolutionarily, you sort of have to be a little selfish, you know. Um, I mean, you at least gotta care about self-preservation, and cause yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not like the only animals that can really like have such a sense of community are the ones that it's like built into, like an ant. Please. Yes. All right, so it's not going to be very easy or cheap, because in fact, I think this is the most expensive way to get water. But how cool would this be from there to 135K right there? Yeah, it's less about selfishness and more about how selection is on a gene and how genes select as if they were selfish. Interesting. I'm sure yeah, it would make sense if I read it, but that's an interesting concept though. But yeah, it's kind of it makes sense, right? The OG mainstream evolution book. Yeah, that's definitely why I've heard of it. I like you said the name and I was like that seems familiar, but I don't think I've actually read it myself. Unfortunately, I am uncultured swine. All right, yeah, our demand for industry can blot out the sun. It's crazy. Nice. Gene select. It is nuts though. Like I don't know. Every time I watch like nature documentaries and stuff, and any because watching stuff about evolution, you're really just watching like fast forward millions, if not billions of years, you know. And yeah, I was watching a documentary about the evolution of the feather the other day, or maybe over the weekend, and it was super cool because it's like, how do you get to a full functioning feather? Obviously, a functioning feather is a huge benefit for a creature, but a half functioning feather is it doesn't work, you know? So how do you get there? And so it's kind of just exploring how that worked. And it's just so crazy, man. Like just trial and error with an infinite scale of living creatures. So cool. Animals are just really out there living in hardcore mode. I don't think I've ever heard of the feather progression. Richard Dawkins used to explain eye progression in one of his talks on Super World. Yeah, so the feathers, it's obviously one of those things like it's always going to be, or it's like speculative. So there's going to be other theories that come and go. But the one I heard was basically like primitive feather-like structures were probably like they probably looked a lot like hairs, like sort of like a big fat hair. And modern day cassowaries, I think, still have the stuff like them, like on their the tips of their wings. They have these long like rod things, and so dinosaurs likely had those. And then over time that just sort of they probably I forget what the reason was, but they would have gotten branches, and then probably as more of like a showy display. That would be like where the sartorial displays come in, and so they become more and more elaborate and bigger, and eventually some of them were big enough to produce some amount of lift, which would help them, you know, run up a wall, let's say, or run up a branch, or soften a landing. So they showed like how baby chicks, like you take like a newborn chick, like 2 or 3 days old, and it'll like flap its wings to kind of like help get up an obstacle or, you know, soften a landing. And those feathers, the difference between like baby chick feathers and flight feathers are asymmetrical in order to generate lift, but if a feather is symmetrical, it can't generate lift. So those are just like the downy fluffy ones. And so like that adaptation had to happen at some point too. And what the part that I thought was the most interesting was how because feathers that can soften the landing and feathers that can fly, that's still a big jump, you know, like how do you get there? And what they had shown was that Achiopteryx actually shows evidence of having wings on its rear legs too. So it would have had like four wings kind of, plus its tail with a bunch of feathers on it. So you know, gliding through the trees and stuff with four wings, and then eventually, you know, by some mutation, one of them got the better wings on its forearms, which just worked, and then we are where we are. It's crazy though. Like birds are just nuts. Mhm. Forward versus. Mhm. Man, these people need. What's going on with these guys? Oh yeah, for rear wing drive versus front wing drive. Yeah, I mean, you know, on another planet with similar circumstances, who's to say that their birds didn't evolve to fly with the rear wings, you know? Or maybe their tail. Who knows? Probably the laws of aerodynamics no, but but still. You guys just need more workers? Not enough buyers. Yo, why are you not exporting? One thing that's interesting about the eye is that if you were designing it from scratch, you wouldn't put a fat optic nerve right in the middle of it. Well, yeah, because the eye's got the blind spot. Yeah, because I feel like there's like a way that it could have been designed to not have the blind spot right in the middle of your vision. It's like just off center. There's a big old hole you can't see. And a whole bunch of brain power has to go into pretending it doesn't exist. There's so many weird little idiosyncrasies with biology that show like evolutionary paths. It's so fun. Right, yeah. If we're designed, sure, but and who's to say, if you want to argue for creationism, you could say that the evolutionary track was the design. Um, yeah, it's cool. Like, I think there's one nerve on like a giraffe that's like 40 feet long because it goes from their brain down around their heart and then up to their tongue or something silly like that. Storing goods and products. Hmm. I'm interested with what I could do with this. Let me turn this off. Yeah, why not? I'll pop you right there. Resource. Okay, so you can just have it for commercial zone goods. Cool. Yeah, that's the funny thing. Skylines is also Paradox. I'm just full Paradox shill. Skylines, Crusader Kings. I haven't played U4, but I do own it. Paradox just knows how to make good games. Put that on the cover. Okay, we're starting to get some money here, which is nice. I think it's time to add this little highway exit here. Only play the flagship games, I guess. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I feel like City Skylines is pretty mainstream these days. They had a, what do you call it? There's a Red Bull esports thing for it. It's kind of a meme, but it was still, it counts. Not sure if they all run on that engine. Yeah, I feel like that most of them probably run on the same engine. They have that, that similar vibe. I mean, they're all map games. Slope too steep? Get out of here, you steep slope. Let's try this again. Yeah, works. Nice. I definitely doubt this one runs on the same engine as them. Although I suppose it kind of could. Like the little cars and stuff. At least the models do look a little similar. Like when you think about like a caravan from Crusader Kings, or like the little troops fighting. I don't know. I think maybe it's just published by Paradox. I don't know if it's developed by them. That might be the case. Yeah, I mean you can pause this game. You know, it is kind of turn-based in a way. Okay, so this is connected. You see that resource map? Oil. Yeah, there's a lot more, like conventional assets going on in this one. Oh, I hate that so much. There you go. We're just gonna kind of YOLO this one a little bit. Zone. Give me that industry. Give me that oil. You actually surprisingly don't need that much of the area to be in the industry. Like, how many extractors do you really use? We need water though. That's gonna be an issue. Okay, and then power. Let's just link them up. We'll just do one of these. Bam. We'll fix that later. Alright, sweet. Okay. Small. We're obviously gonna need to pump some oil. We're just gonna do this cheapo right now. Have one pump. There's a tank farm. Pyrolysis plant. And that'll make petrol. Nice. 31K. We'll have that in a little bit. Ooh, it's nice out. only on one time speed. Hi dogs, relax. Relax. Well, I'm glad that we got the death wave done with. If our only issue is that we have too many goods, not enough buyers, that's fine. That just means there's more demand for commercial. In fact, we could probably boost up some commercial that we have into high density commercial. Although I think that does tend to mess us up in terms of education. So let's maybe not do that. Oh, it'll start putting them out of business soon, so we need a few. Maybe this strip right here. I think that itself will do a pretty big boost, or a pretty big dent in that demand. Oh, we're losing money. I know why. Because we need to reduce our budget on the industry. I already have it down. Okay. Pay that back. I'll gain back 400 per week. How's our power? Fine. That should hopefully do it. Yeah, once I can make this domestically, I think it's going to get a lot cheaper. I got these power plants here. Removes on the budget panel. Well, whatever it is, it's not going to help fast enough. I guess I'm going to add like a whole extra shopping district over here or something. Huh. Let's fix that. Instead of -3, let's just go service level. Very cool. Very cool. Throw him a little water. And there you go, my friends. Enjoy your new commercial real estate. I guess I'll leave that. Power budget is now not enough. I think we need to be 101%. If there's anything I know about this game, it's that having the extra 1% puts you over some sort of threshold. You're no longer underclocking, you're now slightly overclocking. Okay. Do. What are you? those guys are fine for now. Yeah, these guys are gonna need to upgrade. We're gonna need way more schools because we're bumping our population way up. But I think that is going to be a problem for next time. I'm going to put a pin in it here, save up the game, and continue this game on Wednesday. And I'll take about a 20-minute break, and I think might come back for another couple hours of Victoria 3 after I come back from my run. So, until then, thank you all for watching. And I think Generalist, you're probably one still chilling, so nice to catch you, dude. Hopefully I'll catch you on my stream in a little bit. But if I don't, have a great day, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye.